My husband begged me to stay with him and promised that he had stopped his sports betting addiction, but instead of stopping, he started attacking players on social media and got in trouble with the police, so now I'm betting on myself and getting a divorce. I'm so embarrassed. When I was first married, my husband had no interest in gambling. When it started, it was just a few casual bets on football. It has gotten out of control. He doesn't just bet on his football team now. He bets on matches in other countries such as American football or baseball. He even bets on individual sports such as golf and Formula One. He gets angry at individual players if they don't do the things he needs to win his bet. It's more important than his team winning. I couldn't stand how much his gambling was costing us. At first I thought he was cheating with the way he was acting. I was devastated when I found out he was betting. I wanted a divorce, but he begged me to stay and go to counseling. He said this was a wake-up call and that he would never gamble again. We were going to counseling together and he's in individual counseling as well. He said he has stopped gambling, but he was lying this entire time. He has been in trouble with the police. They told me police in a different country were investigating posts from social media that threatened a player there, and it was traced back to my husband. My husband lost a bet and blamed that player. I'm not giving him another chance. I'm moving out this week and I'll be seeking a divorce. When I confronted him, he told me he never stopped gambling and was just saying what I wanted to hear. I can't believe how stupid and naive I was. Commenter 1, don't you dare blame yourself. You did the right thing. You gave him a second chance. He blew it. Not you. Never feel guilty for being a sympathetic and reasonable person. Shame on him for failing you as your partner, and shame on him for being a piece of trash. Maybe now that the police are involved, this may really be the wake-up call he needed. However, you are not obligated to give him a third chance, and good for you for not doing so. Now give yourself the same grace you gave him and put your life back together how you want it. Make yourself happy. Up. Maybe now that the police are involved, this may really be the wake-up call he needed. I was so embarrassed when I found out what he did and that the police are involved. My husband doesn't seem to share my feelings. He wasn't embarrassed or bothered by this at all. I have found out that gambling on sports is becoming more and more of a problem. I never thought it would happen to me. Commenter 2, I'm really sorry you're going through this. It's an addiction that's going to need far more than just couples counseling. Recovery is possible, but you got to do what you need to protect yourself and your financial present and future as well. With how it sounds like he's escalating, he may find himself in major debt or even worse if he doesn't actually get help. I will be the rare one to say don't rush to divorce just yet, but starting to reserve and secure finances on your own that he does not have access to should be your first and top priority. Make sure you start having money in your own account away from his or a shared one. Change your passwords on your bank accounts and card information and don't tell him them. Do tell him you are separating yourself financially though, take over bills, check your credit scores, and make sure he hasn't dragged you or your money to his addiction. Then after that, you can start issuing more boundaries and even ultimatums about him getting help or you will walk for good. Counseling and individual therapy for both of you would be good as well. I know it's a lot, but you can at least then say you tried everything, and then if you do officially divorce and leave him to his own devices, you will have your own finances available and established already anyway. OP, my husband was going to individual counseling and I had set boundaries. We were also in couples counseling. None of it made a difference. I will not be giving him another chance. He already had one. As I said in my post, I'll be seeking a divorce. There is nothing my husband or anyone else can say to make me change my mind. Update. I moved out a month ago. I had already told him I was going to be seeking a divorce. He doesn't want a divorce even though he outright admitted to me that he kept lying and only saying what I wanted to hear. On top of that, he wasn't at all embarrassed or bothered about being in trouble with the police. There is no way I can stay married to him. The divorce process formally began this past week and I was clear with him about not wanting to see him or have contact ever again. I'm trying to move on. Thank you to everybody who left encouraging comments for me last time. They really did help. I did receive multiple messages saying I was being too sensitive or a stupid woman, but I just deleted them and have turned off the chat feature now. I appreciate everybody who was encouraging. I never thought something like this would happen to me. My husband didn't start betting until a few years into our marriage. Back then it was casual and only on football. Then he started betting on other sports such as American football and basketball, and it got worse. I never expected anything like this to happen to me, and I feel so naive and stupid for believing he was trying to change. It was all a lie. Commenter. I'm so sorry you've experienced this and been treated like this. It's incredibly hurtful, painful, and isn't fair. Allow yourself time to grieve, be angry, feel betrayed, and feel bereaved. You've lost a lot and it's someone else's fault, someone you trusted and loved. It's going to take time to recover from that, gradually. Your anger may give you adrenaline that dissipates eventually and leave you feeling more bereft or lost. There's so much strength coming from you, harness that to help you move forward, don't let him hold you back. Well done on making it this far already, and I hope life treats you better in the future.